Okay, now we've got Paulo Costa taking on Luke Rockhold, and I think what's going to happen here is Luke Rockhold's going to survive the first round, and they're going to be an exchange, and then the buzzer's going to go off, the ref is going to step in, he's going to separate the fighters, but as he kind of moves his arm to push them back, he misses the chest, and he accidentally back slaps Luke Rockhold in the face. Luke Rockhold hits the canvas, he's knocked out cold. The UFC and the commission have absolutely no idea what to win. KO win for the referee, and he moves on in his UFC career. Now, I think what's going to happen here, I think Paulo Costa is going to knock Luke Rockhold out in the first rounds, man. And I've got a few reasons why. It's just, I just don't understand. Why is Luke Rockhold fighting at 185 again, you know? So what happened was, when he fought, I think he fought, oh man, when did he last fight at 185? I'm such an idiot. But yeah, he last fought at 185 in 2018, and in 2018 he struggled to make 185, and he was saying, this weight cut is really killing me, this weight cut is hurting me. And so he moved up to 205, took on Jan Blachowicz. That did not go to plan at all. He got knocked out by Jan, and then now he's going to be returning 3 years later at 185 again, at a weight cut that hurt him in the past, a weight cut that he couldn't really do without quote unquote killing himself, without hurting himself. You know, he's struggling to make that weight, and now he's at almost 38 years old. I don't see him making 185 with a lot of safety again. You know, Paulo Costa at his last fight decided that he wasn't going to fight at 185. It was up to Marvin Vettori to meet him up at 205 after Vettori had already started cutting weight. That was crazy. Yeah, but before that he was undefeated as well before he fought Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya knocked him out. Is what it is. But Paulo Costa, power puncher, you know, this guy's got power on the feet. He's got a black belt which was given to him by his former manager, so take with that what you will in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, Luke Rockhold, he's got a good wrestling game. As I said though, I don't like the weight cut at all, and I don't like the fact that he's like, oh yeah, let's fight at 185, when in general, at this point of my career, I can't really take a shot. I can't really make the weight at 185, so now let's fight a guy with insane amounts of power at 185. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. You know, Paulo Costa landed that crazy head kick on Marvin Vettori, which would put most guys out cold. I would be knocked out cold for about 2 or 3 hours if I ate that head kick. Marvin Vettori is made out of something else, and I think that Paulo Costa is just going to do the same to Rockhold. I think he's going to knock him out in the first rounds. Maybe if Costa ends up overlooking Rockhold and his skill set, maybe he could lose, and then Rockhold will probably, believe it or not, you call me crazy, but I think he probably will fight for the title with the landscape of 185 right now and how it is, unless Whittaker beats him to it. No, Pereira's been fighting for the title. Anyway, I think Rockhold probably would have an argument for a title shot, even though it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. But knowing how middleweight is right now, he probably will get it. But I think Paulo Costa, I think he's going to be able to defend any takedown attempts from Rockhold, which I think is what he's going to try and bring to the table. And Costa's just going to knock him out, probably with a left hook Larry Rockhold. You know, he got knocked out with the left hook from Michael Bisping. He got knocked out, I believe, with a left hook as well from Yoel Romero. And he got knocked out by a left hook from Jan Blachowicz. So, Costa KO, man. I just don't see Rockhold taking the power. I don't see him taking the punches. My mouse has decided to not work as well. Why? It's on. I'm so confused. Anyway, yeah, see you in the main event. I've got a lot to say about the main event, so let's see.